Welcome back, everyone. Welcome back to Let's Play Euro Truck Simulator 2. We have another job to do. As always, there's no end to jobs. We're in Manchester at the moment, and we've got contaminated material to London. We want to go up north, though. That one goes to Plymouth, though. That could be quite good. Goes past Birmingham, sort of Cardiff, Rotterdam, Amsterdam. We don't want to go back just yet. Cardiff. We want to go up. Let's see, Birmingham, Rotterdam, Dover. Darn it, Calais. Nothing goes up north. Oh well, I guess we're gonna have to take a Plymouth one. Unless, of course, well, we were to go to Sheffield. Can I actually, oops, put Sheffield in? No. Darn it. Never mind then. Oh well. Let's take Plymouth then. And we'll take some heavy metals to Plymouth. And it's pretty close. It's all free.
Stay left.
Stay left.
At the roundabout, take the first exit.
Ugh. Sorry about that. Sorry, my fault.
Exit now.
My fault.
Turn right. You have arrived at your destination.
Yeah, let's get those heavy metals. Yeah! Freight market. Plymouth. Yep, yep. So this is ADR Class 6. Alright, let's take this. These ones pay pretty well. Dynamite pays a lot, if I remember correctly. Alright. Beep, beep, beep. And off we go. 21 tons of heavy metals. And I believe this job is long enough that it'll actually give us a level up. Which is quite exciting.
Turn right.
Are you really gonna stop? Oh no, come on. I can't do that turn. Come on. Thanks, but... Right. Off we go out of this industrial zone. And hopefully we're gonna discover this Scania dealer. Actually, you know what? Is there a way to go? No, there isn't. You know what? Fine, I'll do it anyway. I'll discover this dealer here, even though I don't really see much point to it, and we'll just turn around here.
Recomputing.
Recomputing. You don't have to recompute. We're going... Yeah, it would be nice if these areas had more than just one exit. There's a recruitment agency over there on the map, as you can see as well, but I'm just going to leave that for now. Oops.
Get ready to turn right.
You notice that little GPS screen on the dashboard actually does not work. I don't think that's due to the buttons here. No, it isn't. I guess it just doesn't work. Maybe that Because I do remember then in American Truck Simulator that stuff actually does work, and you can change the options on it and such. It's pretty cool. Come on. Thanks for your frickin' blinker. It's frickin' late. Bloody hell. That's one of my huge pet peeves. When I'm politely waiting for my turn at an intersection and people just don't feel the need to give you a blinker at all, or they give it right when they start to turn. Oh, frickin' hell. See, I'm not looking what I'm doing. I'm guessing there's a police car right next to us? 'Cause I don't know. Yeah, that's definitely one of my pet peeves. It's not just illegal. Technically, it's against the law to do so, but it's also extremely rude, I feel. You know, I'm there, they see me waiting like a moron forever for them to come past, but they're too enamored with flipping Facebook and Twitter on their phone to actually pay attention to the road and do it right. I really hate that. I always give people blinkers far in advance if I see that I'll be, you know, I'll be potentially blocking their way if they want to turn somewhere, but I'm actually turning there in that intersection as well. So they've got a, you know,
Turn left.
they get the freedom to actually go. And, you know, that's the funny thing. Even if the road is completely clear and I'm the only one that's coming to that intersection, so they're waiting, and I give them a blinker, a lot of the times people will still wait, and then I'll notice that they're not actually looking at me. They're looking at their phone or whatever, so it's just, I don't know, it boggles the mind. If you're driving, drive. I don't honestly see what is so damn important to be looking at your phone all the time. I honestly don't. And I'm not someone, like I said before many times, who hates technology or hates the internet or whatever. I love it all. I don't think I could live without it, but to be looking at it all the time, and then I see, when we were going out to various restaurants and such with Jesdemal, for example, you know, we were talking and looking at stuff and this and that, and then you see couples who come there and they barely ever speak a word because they're both looking down at their phones. And it's like, what? Am I like really old-fashioned or something? Am I the only one that thinks that's just weird or wrong? I don't know, it's absolutely bizarre. And it's really funny if you look at photos, for example. Like, I don't know, I recently saw a photo of a beach. I don't know where this beach was. I suppose it doesn't really matter. But the funny thing was, if you look at photos of a beach 20 years ago, you'll see people sunbathing, which of course is not the best idea, but you'll see people sunbathing and swimming and playing in the sand and maybe reading newspapers and talking and blah blah blah. And now, if you look at pictures of people on the beach, you will see loads of heads sort of tilted down because everyone is looking at their phones. It's so insane. It is so insane. I don't know. Maybe I'm just a boring, grumpy person or something. I don't know. It's very possible. So 5.5 hours to get to our destination.
Go straight.
Services. Don't really need the services right now. How much time do we have to get there? 12 hours to get there, so yeah, I don't think that's really enough time to sleep in between. They're expecting us to bring this in one go, and I can't really blame them. We'll be there at around 8, 9 in the evening, something like that. Yeah, more like 9. because I think this ETA 5 hours 23 minutes shows us when we will be there at this speed, and of course then we'll have to slow down and intersections and this and that. So 9, 10 in the evening, I would say. Look at all those birds. But yeah, you know, I think cell phones are an amazing invention, amazing thing. Smartphones even more so, because you've got all these useful features on them. You can take photos, you can take videos, you can call, you can send messages, you can surf the internet. It's so useful when you're, for example, traveling, and later on in the hotel. That's what we did with Jestable, for example, as well. We said, we don't really want to go all the way in one day back home, because it would take a lot of travel. I don't know, it would be like, I don't know, 16, 17 hours of driving. And I said, I like driving, but I want to enjoy this as well. So, you know, I just went on my phone, I looked up a few hotels somewhere in the middle, and we simply booked it, and we paid for it and everything, and, you know, all via smartphone. It's brilliant. But I don't know, people just don't talk anymore. Not in restaurants, not outside, barely ever anyway. And everything you see is just sort of zombies staring down at their phones. It is very strange, but you know, to each their own, I say always. The only thing I really don't understand is that when couples do it, especially young couples, when you think, oh, you know, they're in love and would be enamored with each other, and they would want to speak to each other all the time, this and that, but you don't really see it. You mostly see them just using phones now. Personally, I find it weird, but I suppose, like I said, to each their own. But so now everyone's sped up again, all of a sudden, and it's 50 there. Oh, it is actually. Slow down, there's speed cameras coming. Come on, it's 80 here. Go, go, go. Power. Yeah, you can definitely see that this place looks a little worse than American Truck Simulator. At least this beginning stock area, the stock map of Euro Truck Simulator 2. Especially the trees. They're very sort of spritey, if you know what I mean. I think, well, no, maybe not. They're not really sprites. They are actually 3D models, but I think the actual crowns on top are just two flat planes. I wish I wouldn't put on the retarder. I can just do this, I can just press on the throttle, and that's it. Because when you have cruise control on, it tries to get up to that speed, but then if it goes faster than that, it starts using the retarder. I think it can actually turn that off, but it's kind of a nice feature to have. You know, it's funny though, many times when I drove an actual car, I wished to have a retarder and an exhaust brake so much. It would be so nice to have. Of course, it would be pretty expensive, I guess, but probably not that useful. Especially the exhaust brake, because I guess the engines are just too small to really do much there. There we go. Power.
4 hours to get to the destination.
guy's out accelerating us, but it's no wonder because we are hauling 21 tons. Plymouth, Mary, no damage, no short messages. Power! It would be nice if we used less fuel if we were driving behind a truck like this. So how much was fuel here? I saw it was like 130 something per liter, even though I think they do it in imperial gallons there in the UK. Look at this, we're in a convoy of 2 trucks. Man, these games are fun. I don't know why, but they're just fun to me. Of course, you know, driving like this might be okay in real life, even though you don't have enough distance between the 2 vehicles. But driving here in the game behind an AI is probably a much worse idea. Because these guys can brake all of a sudden, and they can brake usually a lot more than you can. Probably because I've set the brakes to be that. Oh, is there an actual speed limit here? There is. Yeah, probably because I've set the brakes to be much weaker than usual, because I found that the original setting for the brakes was a little too arcadey for my taste. I mean, you didn't really need to use exhaust brakes, you didn't really need to use a retarder, you didn't need anything. And I do wonder why there are no mods for that. There's no mods for overheating brakes, not that I know of anyway. There's no mods for coolant temperatures that you would actually need to take care of, oil temperatures, oil pressure. It's all just sort of for show really in this game, which is quite unfortunate for me. I really would love more of a simulation for this. Oh yeah, wait a second, I'm not gonna go left because it's just gonna end